Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. Let's get started in the center of our page with the upper eyelid. So I'm going to move over to the left side. We're going to start on the outside and curve up and then in. Let's leave a gap in the center and do the same thing on the right. So let's line up the inside of the eye, curve out, and then down. From the inside, I just want to curve in the frown line. So starting on the left side, we're just going to curve up and then in. Do the same thing on the right. Now right in the middle, I want to add one more wrinkle. So on the left side of center, I'm just going to curve up and in. Let's tuck the eyes in underneath the eyelid. So on the left side, I'm just going to step in and draw a half circle, coming down. And we're just going to pull that back up. We'll do the same thing on the right side. I'm going to add a highlight on the left side of each eye. So on the left side here, I'm just going to add a small half circle. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So we're going to tuck this in on the inside. Now in the middle of each eye, I'm going to draw a smaller circle for the pupil. So on the left side here, drawing a circle. I'm going to fill that in black. And do the same thing on the right side. Now let's move up and add some bushy eyebrows. From the inside edge of the eyelid, I'm going to curve up and then out towards the left. We're going to do the same thing on the right. Curve up and then out. Let's add some points on the eyebrow. So on the left side here, I'm just going to taper it up and then in. Go to the right side and do the same thing. And we're going to add another point going out. Going up and then out. I'm going to pull that back in again, so going over and then just starting to pull that inwards. Let's add one more point. So we're going to taper it up. Now we're going to pull this back down towards the inside of the frown line. Coming down and then in. Now we're going to give some really thick eye bags. So on the inside edge of the left eye, I'm going to leave a little space. Come down. I'm just going to hook that back up. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. So lining this up, curving down towards the bottom, and then going up. Now in between the eye bags, we're going to locate the nose. So let's start with a curve from left to right, curving down, and then back up. We're going to curve the side of the nose bridge going in. On the left side, we're just going to curve this up and then in. Now let's move back up and draw the inside edge of the hat. So on the left side of this eyebrow, I'm going to curve up in behind the eyebrow and then back down on the right side. So start on the left side here, curve up in behind the eyebrow. We're going to go up in the middle and then start to bring it down on the right side. Now let's go back to the side of the nose and draw on the edge of the beard. Starting on the left, we're going to curve down underneath the eye bag, pull that down. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to curve outside of the eyes and then underneath the brim of the hat. So start on the left side here, we're going to curve out and we'll pull that up. Now let's add the lower edge of the mustache. Starting on the left side, we're going to draw a curve. Going up in the middle and back down on the right. We're going to add the lower lip. So on the left side, I'm going to curve down and then back up. Now let's move to the side and draw in the long beard. So just to the left of the eye, right on the outside here, we're going to start by curving out and pulling that in. We'll do the same thing on the right. So lining this up, curve out, and then pull that in. On the left side, I just want to flare out the end of the beard. Just going to curl it out in the opposite direction. Now let's taper that back in and then up. Now we're going to make our way towards the center of the beard. Curving in towards the right, down. We're going to add a point here, so we're going to taper it up. We'll do another one. We're going to come down and out towards the right. And now we'll pull it back up. Now I want to make my way back to this point. So we're going to start by curving down and I'm going to curve in towards the edge of the beard on the right side. Now before we complete the head, let's move down and draw in the robe. So on either side of the beard, we're going to start with a curve. Starting on the left side, we're going to curve out and then down. We'll move over towards the right side and do the same thing towards the same height. Now let's connect the lower part of the robe. From the left side, I'm going to curve down and in. We're going to round at the bottom and then make our way back over towards the right side. So round this out, go up on the right, and then we'll go out towards the right. Now from the corner of the robe, we're going to round out the tip of the foot. So on the left side, we're going to curve down and out on both sides. Now let's pull this up underneath the robe, going down, and then we'll pull that up. Do the same thing on the right side. Let's add a little bit of a sole. So we're going to take that trim, step up, and just duplicate it. Now let's move to the center of the robe and add the buckle. So we start with a straight line, come down on either side with a short line, and close off the bottom to create a rectangle. Now on the left side, we're just going to draw the buckle. So just at the top here on the left side, we're going to go around the end, come down, and then back up. Now let's add the end of the belt. So from here, it's going to curve out towards the right, and then down. Now from the bottom corner here, we're going to follow that same curve, going down to the bottom, and we'll close off the end with a straight line. Now we're going to draw on the top edge of the belt. On the left side of the buckle, we'll go out and then up towards the left. From here on the right, we'll go up and out towards the right. We're going to repeat that just below it. So stepping down. We're going to add a pouch on the left side here. So right up against the hip, just below the belt, we're going to curve down and in. We're going to connect those 2 points with a curve, almost like a long half oval, coming down and then back up. Let's add the flap. So we're going to connect those 2 points again with a shorter curve, coming down and then up. From this corner, I'm just going to draw a straight angled line going up underneath the beard. Now on the left side, I'm going to have him holding a staff. So we start just on the left side of the beard, start with an angled line coming down, and we're going to go across the forearm with a straight line. Let's draw in the thumb. Go up to the top of the thumb, curve down. Now we're going to pull this up. From here, I just want to hook back the palm, coming in. Now let's stack 3 fingers in behind the thumb. So on the side here, we're going to draw a half oval. We'll do that again. So at the bottom here, we're going to go around, and we're going to tuck this in underneath the thumb. And we'll do that one more time. Now let's add the staff in behind the fingers. So at the bottom of this finger here, we're just going to draw a slight wavy line coming all the way down towards the bottom to the same height as the foot. Now we're going to move over. We're just going to taper this as we come down towards the bottom. So it's a little bit narrower as we come down. We'll close off the bottom with a slight curve. Now let's draw on the top of the staff. On the outside, just above this finger, we're going to curve up and out towards the left. And then on top of the thumb, we'll curve up and out towards the right. Just want to add a little bit of detail to the top here. So from the left side, we're going to curve up and then in. Now from this point, we're going to step back and curve up towards the tip of the staff. From here, we're just going to connect those 2 points with a curve, going down. Let's add a little bit of wood texture to the staff. So on the left side here, we're just going to curve up and over towards the right. I'm just going to repeat this going across the entire staff, all the way down towards the bottom. And we can create narrower gaps in between. Now let's go back and finish off this arm. From this point of the wrist, I'm going to come straight down towards the bottom of the cuff. Now right here, in behind the staff, I'm going to curve up the palm. We're going to step back down and draw a straight line in behind the cuff. Now right here, I just want to pull this in behind the hand. So we're going to round out the bottom and then go straight back up. At the bottom of the cuff, we'll curve up and then in behind the body. Now let's move over towards the right side. This arm is just going to be hanging down on the side. So right beside the belt here, we're going to curve up and out towards the outer part of the arm. Now we're going to pull that in, going up and then in behind the beard. Let's add the fingers. So right here, I'm just going to curve in the thumb. Then we're just going to draw a bracket. At the bottom of the thumb, I'm going to curve around the bracket and go up. We'll step down, draw the second finger curving up, and then the third finger is going to go all the way up underneath the cuff. Now that we've drawn the body, let's finish off the back of the hair. So from this point, I'm going to come down and then go out in behind the staff. Now we're going to pull that back in behind the arm. And do the same thing on the right. Starting up here, curve down and out. Now I'm going to pull that back in behind the arm. Now let's go back up and finish this off with the hat. So from this point in the hat brim, I'm gonna step down, I'm gonna go out, round at the end, and now I'm gonna pull this back up. Now we're gonna follow that same curve over towards the right side. Now you might have to go in behind the eyebrow, or maybe not. Go across like this. Now at the end, we're just gonna curl it back in. Now from the ends of the hat, we're gonna slope this back in and up with a straight line to right about there. Now let's connect those 2 points with the curve. Now these 2 points are gonna curve up in towards the center, so let's go to the top of the hat, right in the middle, draw a point. From this point, I'm gonna curve out and then down towards the left. Go back to the center, curve out and down towards the right. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.